Okay, so now we have the cookies all baked, so we are going to decorate them. So Xavier's gonna decorate, and I'm gonna show him how. This will be his first cookie ever decorating. So take your first color that you're gonna use, okay? And you're gonna do half and half, right? So I'll show you how to do the half and half. So the first thing I want you to do is make sure that the seam on your bag is down, okay? That's how we know that it's going the right direction. And then just go like this just test a little bit, make sure it's coming out okay. There's no air bubbles just on your paper. You always want to do it over here so it doesn't get in your way when you're icing, so that's okay. Now, and then see it's dripping a little bit, now wipe it off. And then, if you want to watch me for just a second, then I'm just gonna outline first. And I just kind of go slowly. I see my left hand is on the bag just to give it some support so it doesn't shake. And since you're going to be doing half, then we'll just do a line from that half right there and then go down. That didn't look very centered, did it? Okay. So why don't you go ahead and outline, and then we'll do the next part. And having your left hand on there, like I said, it just kind of supports, so otherwise you're doing good. Just keep it, that's okay, just keep putting the same amount of pressure all the way till you get done with your line. And then you can drop it off. That's good. Okay, and then go to the center. Yeah, do your line up. So we're just gonna work on that side first. Okay, so after you've done that, we're gonna do another, it's gonna be like an outline, but the inside of this one now. So it's just kind of like this. So you just do a thicker line, because when we fill it in, which is called flooding, this is gonna give us kind of a, there's one cookie, or April always calls it a bumper, but it's kind of like a bumper. See how I put more pressure on it, so it's coming out thicker, otherwise I'd be here all day. And I'm just gonna kind of do the outline again, but on the inside, to give yourself that bumper so that you don't have to be as careful when you're flooding it in the middle. Yeah, like that. And you can even, if you want to make it thicker than that, you can. See how thick mine was? Mm-hmm. It's up to you.
Oops.
That's okay. That's fine, because what you'll do is you can just go back over and fill in those spaces there, okay? Because the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to kind of fill in. And if you can get it thicker, it doesn't take as long, but I just kind of do this for a while. Keep going in that same motion. And since you're only doing half the heart, it's not as much space to have to fill. And you don't always have to go that direction. See, sometimes I'll go to the side just to get it filled in. And then I kind of look to see how you had those.
Oh my God.
Nope, you're doing good. That's okay, and then now go to your areas where you need to fill in, because I just tried to make my icing touch, because you don't want all those areas in there. Can you make your icing any thicker when you do it, when you squeeze it? Or maybe not?
I'm trying.
Because we can cut a little bit bigger hole on it if we need to, for more to come out.
For those of you at home, this is not as easy as it looks.
No, it's not.
She's just super good with it.
It's really not easy. It just takes practice. I'm just going on with mine because I just don't want it to dry when it's sitting here too quickly. And now, that's okay. Now take it and do this. Let's see how much we can get, because it should just go like this. Just shake it kind of gently. You don't want to break it or anything. So maybe if you hold it this way too, and that icing should kind of flood over. See how it's kind of flooding over for you? Mm-hmm. And if you see areas that it doesn't, you may need to add a little bit more in some of those areas, because it just wasn't as uniform, which happens.
Oh wow.
Yeah, see?
So it just fills in there.
Yeah, and that's because of the consistency. So, and I just put my finger in mine. I knew I couldn't go all day without putting a finger in one of my iced cookies. Every stinking time. Yeah, that's good. And now you can take your boo-boo stick and just kind of like go like this to kind of move it over a little bit and move over in there where the holes are. Yep. And you can do it, it's still pretty wet, so see how much you can wiggle it around and then shake it again if you need to. Okay, that's all right. So yeah, and then you can take, so then you take this boo-boo stick with the flat part and you can just scrape it off just like that. And then that's what this paper towel over here is for, to just clean it up. See, that's good.
Shake a little bit more. This is way harder than you made it seem on your...
No, I do a lot of, I've practiced. I've iced a lot of them. Trust me, my first ones were not good. After the first set, it's like, okay, I'm never doing that again. But that's how you get good at it. You just have to keep doing. I don't know why this ice, my white is just... I need to probably massage the bag. It's kind of clumpy a little bit. I made it yesterday, so I probably should have. See, that looks good, Xavier.
It's the bottom part right there.
It's okay. Let's see, what's the bottom part doing to you? That's okay, you know what we can do? Let's put a tiny bit more on there to make it a little bit more wet. And then if you take this, just kind of do that some more, it'll end up coming out. Sometimes when it starts to dry a little bit, we need to get some more. Put a little bit more on there. Okay, so a couple things. Since you're gonna do the other side a different color, sometimes people will wait until this, like your blue side were to dry a little bit more, and then you have a definite kind of line down the middle. But you can do the pink right away and it just kind of will, you know how the icing was kind of, what am I trying to say, kind of smoothing out. It'll kind of smooth out on there, so you can do it right away. It won't get into the blue too much. So what I would do now with your pink, so test it a little bit on here again. Does that look good? Is it coming out okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this outer one off. I forgot I put a skinnier bag, a skinnier one on there. You might like the other size better.
Probably can't tell the difference at all, actually.
So there's a thicker tip on there. Okay, so what I would do, Xavier, first is I would go down your middle first, like this. And don't worry if you don't have it matched up, you don't have it perfectly flush with the blue. I'm going to show you how to fix that. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, then outline the rest of the heart. Okay, and then remember we're going to do this inside one, but see how it's okay, you'll get it with the inside. So see how this is kind of over a little bit? By putting in this inside one, I can move that over some more if I want it closer to the edge. And I'm pressing harder on it. See how it's... Should have my music on. I should be jamming. But you don't like my music.
I don't mind your music.
You're the only one. Everyone else just kind of hides. But they know I have to listen to it when I'm decorating lots of cookies.
I thought you wouldn't be bothered by it as well. That you won't be bothered by us while you were.
There you go. Yep, that's why I play that music, right? Keep everybody away from me.
Oh my goodness.
You want to press on it a little bit harder? Remember how I showed you? You want me to show you how to press on a little bit harder?
I'm pressing on it pretty hard right now.
All right.
I'm trying to at least. I'm not the master cookie maker like
No,
you.
you're doing, see, that's, yeah, that was perfect. So yeah, now just go into those areas. You're doing good. My white just needs to be, I need to throw it out and make some, or remix it, not throw it out, but remix it. It's not being very, it's not cooperating very well today. Or right now, I should say. It was fine earlier.
It's tedious.
Well, if you made it a thicker flow.
Okay, let's try to see if we can shake this.
All right, so what I would do now when you shake it, just be pretty gentle because you don't want to mess up your blue side, okay? Because what happens is it'll start to dry on the top of the blue and you shake it underneath and kind of, you did a good job.
So far.
Let me see, let's fill this in a little bit more. Might be a little easier for you to kind of shake it a little bit. There you go. Okay, Xavier, so then what we'll do here is we need to let it dry for several hours, okay?
Okay.
Before you do anything else on there. Because I know you have some more you want to put on it.
Yeah, I just missed the blue thing right here.
That's okay. You got your finger, right? We'll fix it.
I'm trying not to
Easy enough to fix. It's all right.
break the heart in half or throw it.
Okay, I'm just going to set mine aside here. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, let's see. Because I don't want you to mess up the blue. Go ahead and put it down.
It doesn't look even at all.
Nope, you're good. So let's just take this. Let's put a little bit more in there. You want me to stop helping?
Oh, you're good. I want it to look good for.
Yeah, I just don't want it to get too dry on you before it.
I wish it was more like centered down.
Mine did the same thing. I think it looks fine. Mine it was kind of frustrated.
Just the way the hearts are made.
I think so. Because you use where the center was. Where the dip in the heart is, I should say, right? It should be center.
It'll be alright. It'll be delicious anyways.
Yep. Okay, and then let's kind of put some more on here. So when I was first doing this and teaching myself and all that, the hardest part was
Happy birthday, Layla! Hey, Layla,